Hi everybody, so in this video we're going to show you a new game that we've been playing, but before that I wanted to thank and give a big shout out to Eli, who's been giving us a lot of our videos that we've been putting on the channel. Eli, what have you been playing this past few days?
Snowball Guys, it's a really fun game. You can play mini games and collect skin. It's pretty fun.
Thank you for sharing all your content with us, and we hope to get more of it.
You're welcome.
Hi everybody, in this video we're going to check out Pocket City 2. It's kind of like a Sims game or like any other city building games, but I think it's one of the best ones available for mobile. It is not free, but it costs like $3, maybe $4. I'm going to be playing it on an Android device, but it's available on both Android and iOS. You should definitely check it out, but let me give you a quick walkthrough of how the game actually works and what are some features that I really like about it, and how this is not just a game, but it also kind of teaches you about how the world or a small town or city kind of works. It's not 100% accurate, obviously. It simplifies a lot of things, but it's kind of interesting to understand all the different pieces that go into making a city work or a town thrive. So let's go ahead and start. Once you download Pocket City 2, this is the main screen. You see you can start a new city, and you get this nice little raccoon animation. How appropriate. There's so many raccoons around where I live, and I'm terrified of raccoons. Don't like raccoons. It's kind of like Sims. If you played Sims, you not only get to build towns and streets and buildings and stuff, you also get to interact with people a little bit. And let's go ahead and get into the tutorial, because it's going to walk us through some of the features and some of what the game is about. So it says, welcome to Pocket City 2. You're the mayor. You're taking the role of the mayor, and you're going to get to learn some basics. And here are some of the basics. This is your town hall, and right now in the city there's nothing much else. For the first act, we have to build a longer road, so they're going to teach us how to build. One of the best things about this game is how easy it is to use. The interface is so clean and simple to understand and use. So if you want to build something, you just tap on build, and just like that you only have a few options. So you want to build roads, go ahead and build roads, and you just tap and drag, and just like that, for $400 we build a road, our first roadway. And now we can build residential zones and things. But some things to note on this screen: in the top right now you'll see there's a money symbol. That's how much money you have, or your city has right now. And the two double down arrows are indicating that this money is going down. In other words, you're spending this money and you're not earning it back. So if hypothetically, if the trend went this way, eventually you'll end up at $0. So while you're building the city, you have to think about what are the ways in which you're going to earn some money. What are things that you can do to get money, so that these little arrows that are going downwards right now, they keep going upwards, and you earn money rather than lose money by the second, by the day, right? And right now also in the top right, it in the middle kind of, it tells you have one person. That's your population, and that's because you don't have any homes yet, and that's why they want us to build a residential zone. And usually you want a residential zone close to a street, because the street is required, and this is going to cost us $2,000. So money can run out real quick as you build things. But here's what I love about building. When I hit confirm, notice how quickly I can build buildings. I don't have to play ads. I don't have to wait for 24 hours till tomorrow to build my homes. I don't have to spend some weird extra currency or gems or some nonsense to build homes. You know, they're done fairly quickly. It took a few seconds and there's the homes. All right, but now there are some warnings. There's no power, there's no water. But before, I guess, the tutorial lets us do that, it wants us to build some other industrial zones. Two industrial zones are like your shopping malls, stores and things. I'm sorry, they're your factories. Commercial zones are shopping malls and things, and that's what we're going to build next. But the industry, the factories allow you to basically earn money and develop the city at a faster rate. So the more you have, the better it is for income. But at the same time, you have to be careful, because it creates a lot of pollution. And you'll see that the city has a lot of metrics, meaning it has a lot of things that it has to score high on in order for the city to thrive. And you can't do that if your city is very polluted. So you don't want to have so much industry, so much factory, that you don't keep your environment good and healthy. But let's go ahead and do the commercial zones. These are your shopping mall stores and stuff that I said earlier by mistake. But that's commercials, $2,400. And you can see our money is dropping down. And our stuff is getting built. And that's where we're at. So we've right now done a commercial zone, and we've done an industry zone, an industrial zone. It says you can earn cash through property taxes, income taxes, and sales taxes from the so property and income tax are the big ones. Sales tax is another one. The more commercial zones you build, the more sales tax you'll get and stuff like that. So you have to kind of figure all that out and play around with that as you're building up your city. Next, we need a power plant. So these red symbols you see, we need two things in order for these buildings to actually function and start earning you some money. One, we need water, and the other, we need power. So first, they want us to build a power plant. Let's go to the power plant and build a power plant right there. Bam. All right, so now we got our power plant. You'll notice as soon, I'm going to zoom out a little bit, as soon as you build your power plant, the power symbol goes away. Now we still need the water tower, so you go to build, you go to buildings, and you have a power icon and a water icon. In the water category, you can build a water tower right there. Hit confirm, and just like that, in a few seconds you'll have your water tower, and you're going to see these water drops that are red right now disappear. Everything is now colorful and nicely thriving. And as you can see at the top also, now the population number is getting bigger from 5 to 6 to 7 and so on, because you have built some some buildings that kind of invite people or attract people. Now you had a couple of homes, but you can also build more to get your population higher. All right, so there's a lot of little benchmarks and goals or quests you'll get, and from those quests you can start deciding what you want to build to complete a quest, and then you'll earn more money and things. But first, we need a sewage drain to get rid of all of the unwanted materials that are excreted right there. All right, and just like that, that's built also. Now you're gonna notice that the water is gonna get polluted right away, because all the dirty stuff is getting dumped into this little lake here right now, and immediately the pollution is higher right there. All right, so that's something to be mindful of. As you unlock more buildings and different features in the game, as you level up, you get more environmental friendly materials and things that you can unlock, and even sewage systems that are better for the environment that you can unlock, and you can replace your old ones with the new one. All right, so it's very easy and very simple that way. Now it says there's cracks in the road. This game really keeps you busy. Like once you're on, you can do a lot here, and you can spend a lot of time on this game. So we have to fix the road, and the fixing the road also costs money. You can see our money right now already is down to 23,000, but we do need to repair in order for people to keep on going. Otherwise, you'll see people falling and dropping and getting hurt. And you don't want that, because that affects people's happiness, and happiness is another metric you want to improve while you're playing this game. All right, we got a functioning town. You can also look at your graph and see how everything is going. It shows you zones that are most needed in terms of support and things that you need to take action on. It says they have a gift for us, so we're going to build our first avatar. We're going to go with a darker tone here. Not the super dark, but mid-range. We're gonna go with a male. We're gonna go with no hair, of course, right there. All right, no hat. We'll use a colorful shirt. Pants can be dark. Shoes gotta go light, and of course, look smart. Bam. All right, that's your avatar. That's your mare, and you can start. Oh, they give us a free tool, which is kind of cool, because the tools allow you to do some things that otherwise you would spend money on. So let's see which tools we can choose. There is the axe or the hammer. Axe will allow our mare, our avatar, to gather wood, which is free wood. You need wood to build other things and materials, so it's a nice material to have. Or you could have a simple hammer that allows your avatar to repair roads, which is what I would rather do, because it saves you money. Otherwise, you have to spend money on road repairs. And I've played the game before, so I know the roads break very often. And later on, you also get like natural disasters and things. So you want to make sure you have the simple hammer. And once you have that, you can take your mare and drop him anywhere where there's a broken road, and he'll start fixing it right away. Just like this. You grab, tap and drag, put them down, and there you go. Mare goes to work. That's the kind of mares we all need, don't we? And just like that, your mare is done. And now it says you can also free roam, which is another cool feature about this game. You can take the mare, drop them amongst the people, and the mare is right there, engaging with everybody, saying hello, and then you can start walking around. All right. You can also go back to the city mode if you want to get back into city mode. But what the cool thing is you can stop in front of a car and borrow a car. Let's take this red car, and then you just drive the car. And really, it's just that one joystick that controls the car movement. You don't really need to move the screen around. Unless you have to, like right now I have to move the screen around so I could use my other thumb. But I was gonna try to make a jump, because you can get some fun rewards and things with jumps. And there's this little NOS thing. Oh my god, that was a fail. This car is kind of hard to control. You have to get used to it. It's been a while I've played, so I'm definitely terrible. But let's go ahead and try to get this jump. And we don't even have any NOS anymore. Woo! Whoa, look at that. 2 seconds airtime. Alright, so that was good. So once you're done playing around, traveling around, you can exit out. You can also walk around. There's different cars. You can try it out. The more you do, the more of them get added to your inventory. And then you also come across chests like this, and you usually unlock stuff like hats and toys and things. Not toys, but materials and resources and things. You also come across pets that you can pet and interact with. There's a lot of cool stuff. And those treasure chests, you don't only find them in the woods. You could also jump, by the way. You also sometimes find them behind buildings like this, right? So we're right now exploring the factories. You can climb. It jumps pretty high if you notice. Oh, look at that. Wow. Okay, so it's pretty cool. You could go a lot of places, just walk around, roam around, interact with people, drive around cars, etc. I'm not going to borrow any cars. Look at the light that I broke here, but that's just going to disappear on its own. You can also enter homes and things. You cannot enter buildings tutorial right now. We're in a tutorial mode, so it's not letting us enter, but you can enter homes and things, which is cool. And the mayor can have his own home too. You could buy a home. But for now, let's end this tutorial and go back. And that's it. That's the end of our tutorials. We can also check out the stats. There's going to be quests that are going to be coming up. Let's go ahead and see what we got in our menu options down here. Again, the mayor is where you hook them up with different things. This is where you see how the mayor is developing relationships with different characters you meet in the game, during the game. You meet some cops, you meet some the firefighters and stuff like that. And the better the relationship you have with them, the more rewards you get from them. That's cool. Items is all the stuff you collect. You're gonna collect like cheeseburgers and books and all kinds of stuff during your various missions and quests, and they get added into this inventory. And you can use those. You could use them, or you could trade them in, or you could also give them away to another character to build your relationship with them. So it's kind of cool. Then you have your stats. This is where it tells you all of the things that, all the metrics that your city is graded on or evaluated on. So income, it gives you the population, happiness stuff, and it tells you where everything is in terms of their health, recreation, environment, even happiness, people's education and stuff like that. There's resources. Right now I have nothing, but I have to set up certain types of factories to get some of these resources. You can start doing research, but right now I don't have any research points. This helps you with construction and stuff like that, and it gives you discounted prices to build things. And then it tells you your overall cash. You can increase or decrease taxes on people. If you decrease taxes, people will get happy. If you increase taxes, people will not be so happy. And when you build a bank, you could also take out bank loans. So that's kind of cool. There's so much you can do in this game. But let's go ahead and start with some of this stuff. We have a little quest roll up here. Let's go ahead and get into the town hall. Grab this quest, because if we do this quest, it's going to earn us $24,000, and in the beginning of this game, you wanna get money. All right, you do have to spend money to build stuff, but you also want to get money. We'll accept this because we want to build 10 residential zones anyway. Let's go ahead and accept that, and let's head back on out. We could have given her a gift, but we have nothing to give her right now because you saw my inventory was empty. And right now at the top, you can see my money's going up. Population is steady at 60, and that's about it. All right, so that's good. You want to be in these kinds of standings, but let's start designing our city a little bit. Like, how do we want it? Okay, so this is what we're working with. This is our overall landscape. We got 3 bodies of water here. So in your head, you have to start thinking about like, oh, how do you want your city to be set up? I think the easiest and the simplest way is the grid model. You know, rows and columns as your streets. And that's what I'm gonna try to do. And I'm going to try to separate the industrial zones from the residential zones as much as possible, so all of the pollution that's created by the factories is to one side and the residential zones are away from the pollution. And that's important later, because there's some events where you don't get 5 stars and the max amount of reward if the pollution was too high. So since I know that already, that's something that we should think about when we're designing our city. So here's what I'm thinking. Bottom left corner here, by this water, I think is where we're gonna do our industrial zone. And then to the right of that, we'll make our commercial zone. And up top here, as much as we can, we'll do our farming and also our residential zones. Alright, so our residential zones are going to be in the top right corner of our little square right here. And the bottom left, or in fact the bottom half of the square, we'll just make industrial and commercial. Let's start building a little bit. The main thing you need is the road, just like they showed you in the tutorial. You need the roads to connect stuff. Let's start with that, and let's start to set up this grid. And I'm trying to in my head visualize how do I want this grid to be. So a road here, so we can use those trees to set some stuff up. That's good. Let's build more like here, so we can have some factories on either side. Let's build more. So we have a lot here right now. Let's build some zones now. We want our industrial zone here, and yes, that works, because industrial zone brings you a bunch of income and you want that. We want our industrial zone back here also, right there. Maybe not here. Yep, you want the road access. Okay, so there's some industry happening right there. How about this road here connects with this, so we have a nice little chunk down here, and it looks like we've made some kind of a progress on one of the quests. But let's see, let me also make this industrial zone down in the middle. $2,000. All right, we spent a lot of money, but look, we just unlocked a small movie theater. So the more you build, the better things get. The more advanced your city becomes, the more you unlock. When you go down to build here and to buildings, look at all of the options you have. There's a lot of things you can build. There's power plants, water things, services, recreation like beaches and small parks. I can already build some of this stuff. So you can literally spend an hour, 2 hours easy per sitting in this game building stuff and growing your city. You know, we're gonna want a road down here because later we're gonna try to expand, because these chunks of lands here that right now are blocked, you can buy them as your city grows. So this chunk, if I wanted to buy, is $40,000, which is not what I have right now, but for later. I built a road here already, so I can connect that chunk later on. Now this chunk, we said we were going to set up our commercial zones. So let's go ahead and build some commercial stuff right here, and we are gonna go all the way. All right, here we go. Commercial stuff is built just like that. I'm gonna build another road down here. There you go. Connect these roads. There you go. City's looking like it's well planned. And then we're gonna build our more commercial zones. One more commercial zone down here. Gonna bring us some money. We want that. All right, we spent a lot of money. We only have $6,000 left. Let's go ahead and get some quests going because we need to be earning some money. out of these. We need a park, so that's an easy thing to build and earn real quick. Let's go to buildings, recreation, small park, right down here next to a house, and we're good. Once it's built, we earn some money from it. And we definitely badly need money right now. Once the park is built, we go to our quests, completed, and guess what? We got some seedling and some experience. And we also unlocked the elementary school just now. All right, so things are going okay. We are very low on money right now, so we want to kind of wait till the money gets back up. And meanwhile, let's see if there is another quest that we can use to earn more money. And just like that, there is a quest. Look, this one is gonna earn us $26,000, and she wants us to build or to reach 500 population. All right, let's go ahead, go back. We want to reach 500 population, so this top zone right here is what we wanted to be the zone for our residential areas, right? So let's figure out where we want our houses, and let's see how much that will cost. Yeah, because we need more money. So this is actually a good time to show you that you could build a bank and borrow some money also. And it's okay because as the city grows, we'll earn more money, and we won't have to be short. And there you go, there's a landfill we have to build also. So there's these quests right now. These two quests that we signed up for are gonna make us $50,000 almost. So we can build a bank and take a loan too if we wanted to. Right? What do they want us to do? Is start an event for citizens. Oh, we could do that. We could start an event for citizens. Why don't we do that? That's easy money. All right. So there's a farmer market. We can't do that actually because we need a farm. Here's another quest. This one is saying we can use our research points. We should use our research points. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do some research. That'll earn us some money too. So if you go to stats, go to research, we have 2 research points, but we need 3. So we can't do that right now, but we will very soon. But let's go into buildings and buy our first bank. Banks are free to build. Let's go ahead and build one. All right, once the bank is built, we can visit the bank, and from this bank we can actually view our loans, and we could borrow $100,000 just like that, and that's what we did. All right, now we have our money, and we can kind of more flexibly build a little bit, get our city up and running. We do need some roads here. That's one. This is where we're gonna build our home, so we need the roads. And then this is another. There you go. So I like to build these roads that are like 2 columns apart or 2 rows apart, however you want to look at it. And in between them, you can make your residential zone or any zone, because on either side you have access to a road. Now let's go to the residential zones. And we have built our residential zones right there, and we've unlocked one of the easiest ways to make money, which is the billboard. The billboard earns you $50 a day. You can put a billboard anywhere, and it'll get you some of that money. So let's go ahead and put that billboard somewhere. Oh look, we need to do trash management also, so that's something we have to also build. But first, let's go to our income financial and put this billboard right here. That'll give us $50 a day, which is great, right? Right now our money's going down, population is going up. That means we have to build more of our industrial and commercial zones. Before we do that, let's check out our quest. We have completed a quest, and this quest gives us $24,000. So that $100,000 we borrowed from the bank, we'd like to return that. We want to be in the positive with our money, and this money's starting to come back, and when we have that money to return, we can easily return. So let's see if there's any other quests. There's a lot of quests that we have to do, but let's go ahead and check out our research. In the research, we do now have 3 research points. Let's go ahead and do this research, and it improves our machinery. And let's see if in the quest now we get another reward, we could use some of the money, and now we get 26,000. So we borrowed 100,000, we've made back 50,000 already. So you can see now our money is going up too. Right, so everything is starting to improve. So that loan was worth taking in the beginning, and we just accepted another quest. But let's go ahead and start building some more zones for our industrial complex. And that goes, oh, why did I do that? Right up here. So our industries is good on that side. I'm gonna build this road all the way down here because we do need industry on that side also. And look, we just unlocked the farm and the animal pasture. So there's so many more things that we have to build. But remember, most important thing is to have your financial health, you know, in check. You want to make sure you have enough money coming in, that your money is always going up. Those little arrows always pointing upwards. Once that's settled, then you could build all the other stuff. And that's my strategy anyway. So I'm gonna build more industry right here, keep it powered and watered. So let's see what happens. But we are doing good right now. More roads are needed to connect these sections. Nope, not like that. There you go, just like that. And we can build more industry right here. Bingo. Okay. So our residentials right down here, you see they need more power, and they might need more water too, some of them. So let's go ahead and start to hook all that up. Let's go to our power. And where do we want the power plant to be? Right there. Where do we want the water to be? We can do that right there. Okay. And then what we can do with the road is to connect these things. There you go. We just built a road. Alright, so now the water and the power can get to everyone. And now we can build more residential zones. Just like that. And we can now also get a large beach going if we wanted to. But before that, we do need another road down here. Always nice. Connect the roads so that you can maximize your energy and your water resources, that they can reach as many places as possible when the roads are connected like that. So everything is good right now. We could probably build a few more homes right here. There's some spots open right here. Bingo, and we're done just like that. All right, now there are more quests. Let's go ahead and accept some of them. We have to build an elementary school, but let me first build a fire department and a police department. We need those, and we probably need a landfill also. So let me see. Before recreation, let's focus on farm too. We need a farm. Farm can be next to this, close to home. And in services, we need a landfill. Where's the landfill gonna go? Can we build a landfill down here? That's where our first... Build a landfill right next to the bank. Isn't that great? Or we could build a landfill somewhere outside the city and connect it to a road. Let's do that. And high density road. There you go, it's connected. Landfill's there. And just like that, things are working out. Alright, let's check our quest and earn some of this money back. Anna's quest. We got 26,000. And now more stuff has been unlocked. And what else do we have here? Jonathan, another turn. So the loan that we took, we can now easily return, right? So if I wanted to go back to the bank, visit it, and return the loan, I can go back to my loan and I can repay. Bingo. All right, now we're back. Now we're in good shape. So this is really 47,000 is where we're really at.
Greetings.
What's the quest that they're giving us? Reach $2,000 per day income. Sure, I think we can get there soon. And then what have we accomplished?
Yay!
We have gotten another big bonus. That's nice. Industry, our factories are going good, but these factories don't have power or water, so we have to build more power or water. I'm thinking this little beach area down here we can use for more power and water for this part of town, so we can go down to buildings, services, no power. We put a power plant down here. We'll connect it with a road in a moment, or we could put it down here maybe. Okay, it'll power everything down there, and water can go right next to it, and then we'll build roads to connect it. Nope, we don't need that. We need things, water, down here, confirm. Okay, now we just need roads to connect, and that's what we'll do. There you go. That should help us. There you go. So we solved all our problems right now. Everything's connected by roads, and we're good. We need to connect this road also right here. Bingo. Okay. Everything is looking good. Our income is 58, 617, 97. It's going up slowly and steadily. This chunk right here, we can still do a little bit of industry and a little bit of commercial. See what we can do here in terms of zones. Commercials, can we do commercial down here? This whole thing, can it be commercial? We can. Let's see. Oh, crime is occurring. We have no fire department available. That's something we need to build. So we go down to our services, and we need our fire department. We have some areas down here that could be our fire department, and then similarly the police department can be right next to them. There you go. They can easily take care of all of these. Now sometimes things get crazy. You get storms and things also, and the city just gets destroyed. In that case, once all that stuff is over, you can just quickly repair it. It does cost you, so you should always have some money, but after the fire is over and the storm is gone, the tornado is gone, you can quickly repair it. Not a big issue.
Greetings.
Your city is never gonna get completely destroyed, which is what I love about this. You can also upgrade things, upgrade buildings, and then that way they could serve a bigger area or a bigger radius. That's always great too. But for example, here if I go to repair, I can repair everything for $5,000. And there you go. Everything that was destroyed by the fire has now been repaired. And similarly, and along the same vein, I can keep on adding more quests, and any quest that I've completed keep earning me more reward. There you go. I just earned another $28,000. So just like that, as you can see, we got kind of a decent city going on. There's still more work to be done. These areas around the water were a little bit hard to design around, but I think we did an okay job without doing too many of those ugly bridges. I don't like doing these red bridges, but sometimes you have to build on top of water to kind of make sense of things. So that's what I tried to do. But as we get more money, we're gonna start buying some of these other lands or squares that are down here, and once we do, we'll have more kind of freedom to design in a better way. For now, we just keep on accepting
Greetings.
new quests
Yay!
and keep on expanding our residential zones and our industrial and our commercial zones. That's it. So now we're left with this chunk right here, which we're probably gonna do more residential. Oh, right here, there's more repair to be done. We can just repair everything, right? Repair everything for 120. Everything is good to go again. In resources, what else can we build? A greenhouse placed next to soil. Greenhouse that can be placed next to your farm, which we can do. That was a lot of money. All right, in recreation, we don't have a lot of time for recreation right now. We have the time, but we don't want to spend a lot of money. Oh, look, they got a Ferris wheel too, so that could be fun. But in education, we did want to set up an elementary school that we can set up right next to the police officers, or a police station, not the police officer. And then there you go. I think that was a quest also that'll earn us some money. I hope. There you go, quest completed. Elementary school's done. Bingo. Oh, we didn't get any money for it, but we did get some research points. And we're leveled up to 9 already. All right, so here's what's good. Right now, our money's going up, our population is going up, and our stats are looking pretty good. Okay, our metrics are looking pretty good. Happiness is kind of down because we have no recreation right now and no hospital. So we can improve those two things, and hopefully things get a little bit better. How about events? We can probably do a farmers market now. And let's do a farmers market event right here, right next to the farm. And we can see how this event kind of goes. So for the event, you get extra points, also some money. And if the event goes well, you get a rating for the event. All right. So you can, for example, fast forward to see when the event kind of ends. And there you go. So it says only one local farm, so that was our only negative point, but we earned $17,000 from it, which is awesome and really nice XP. Okay, so now if I go to quests,
Yay!
I've also completed that quest, which was another $26,000 just for doing that event. And I also got the lumber mill and the ship and dock that I can also now install. So this is a great place for us to stop. There, I see some broken stuff down here, so we're gonna go ahead and repair. Performed our repairs, and we are healthy and ready to go. Let me do some recreation actually while we're here, because we need beach. How big is a beach? A beach has to be next to water. Yes, right there. The beach is set up too, so people have some recreation. And what else do we have for recreation? We have a small movie theater. We got the beach. Now, the Ferris wheel looks really cool. Do I have enough money for Ferris wheel? Yes, I do. Where should we put the Ferris wheel? So we can just put it next to the beach. People come for recreation. They get the Ferris wheel and the beach. Confirmed. Bingo. Just like that. So hopefully our happiness is also going to improve soon. Recreation will slowly go up now that we've added these two things. And then once our hospital unlocks, we can improve our health numbers also. But overall, we're in good shape. Why? Because our money is going up. So right now we're at $41,000, and that's where we'll leave now. In the next video, I'll show you how far the city has grown. And if you like this game, make sure you let us know in the comments below what you think and what we should do. If you have any ideas how to build a city even better, let us know in the comments, and I'll try to design a city that way. I can make multiple cities, so in the next video maybe we'll start a new city, but I also will check and give you an update on this city and give it a name.